Alright, let's talk about something that's both fascinating and wildly misunderstood. Reverse Kegels. Now, before you click away thinking this is just another fitness or health video, hear me out. Personally, I think this topic is a perfect example of how even the most well-intentioned advice can go sideways if you don't understand the nuances. And trust me, when it comes to your pelvic floor, nuance matters a lot. Here's the hook. You've probably heard about Kegels, right? Those exercises everyone says you should do to strengthen your pelvic floor, prevent incontinence, and maybe even improve your sex life. But what if I told you that doing them incorrectly, or worse, doing the opposite without realizing it, could actually make things worse? That's where reverse Kegels come in. And no, they're not just Kegels in reverse. It's way more complicated than that. From my perspective, the biggest issue here is how oversimplified this topic often is. People hear Kegels and assume it's a one-size-fits-all solution. But what many don't realize is that your pelvic floor muscles can be too tight, not just too weak. And if you're doing traditional Kegels when you actually need to relax those muscles, you're essentially digging yourself into a deeper hole. This raises a deeper question. How do you even know which type of exercise you need? That's where pelvic floor therapists come in, and honestly, I wish more people knew about them. One thing that immediately stands out is how little we talk about pelvic floor health openly. It's still a bit taboo, which is wild considering how many people deal with related issues. Incontinence, pelvic pain, even sexual dysfunction. These aren't rare problems, yet they're often brushed under the rug. If you take a step back and think about it, this silence is part of why so many people end up doing the wrong exercises. They're just following generic advice without understanding their specific needs. Now let's dive into reverse Kegels. What makes this really interesting is that they're not about contracting your pelvic floor muscles, they're about relaxing them. But here's the catch. You can't just relax a muscle if you don't know how to engage it properly. It's like trying to unlock a door without knowing which key fits. This is where the variations in speed, control, and technique come into play. For example, a slow, controlled release might work for someone who's overly tense, while someone else might need a completely different approach. What this really suggests is that pelvic floor health is way more individualized than we're led to believe. In my opinion, this is why cookie-cutter advice often fails. Your body isn't a textbook case, and what works for one person might be completely wrong for another. A detail I find fascinating is how closely this ties into broader trends in fitness and wellness. We're starting to see a shift toward personalized approaches. Think DNA-based diets or custom workout plans. But pelvic floor health is still stuck in the one-size-fits-all mindset. Why is that? If you ask me, it's because we're uncomfortable talking about it. But here's the thing. Ignoring the problem doesn't make it go away. In fact, it can make it worse. So what's the solution? Personally, I think it starts with education. We need to normalize conversations about pelvic floor health and stop treating it like some embarrassing secret. And if you're dealing with issues, don't just Google Kegels and call it a day. Consult a professional. Trust me, your body will thank you. To wrap this up, reverse Kegels aren't just some niche exercise. They're a reminder that our bodies are complex and deserve personalized care. What many people don't realize is that doing the wrong thing can backfire, sometimes in ways you wouldn't expect. So the next time you hear someone say, just do Kegels, remember, it's not that simple. And maybe, just maybe, that's a good thing. Because when it comes to your health, one-size-fits-all advice rarely fits anyone perfectly. What do you think? Have you ever considered that you might be doing these exercises wrong? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious to hear your thoughts.